I like clicking. I have nothing against clicking, alright? You have something against me clicking? It's like, oh, you like clicking so much when you go play Cookie Clicker Heroes, whatever it's called. Well, maybe I will. Maybe I do. What do you know? Maybe I do play Cookie Heroes or Cookie Clicker Heroes. Obviously, I don't play it because I would know the name if I did. I'm just trying to use it as an excuse for my clicking habit over here. Hey everybody, welcome back to Falcon Plays This War of Mine, episode number 3, custom scenario DLC with the Walking Dead characters and all that other jazz. Let's get underway over here. First episode and second episode of the series. I did mention if you guys want to see more beyond 4 episodes that I'm recording here today, let me know in the comments by leaving me a thumbs up and a comment as well, letting me know that you want to see more, and I shall do so. Otherwise, we wrap it up after 4 days, and that'll be just about it. But at least I'm hoping that you're having a good time with the little bit of revisiting of This War of Mine over here. Now, Rick has a bit of an update to his bio, doesn't he? Daryl Dixon's picture is missing now for some reason. Not sure what that's all about. Rick, what's going on over here, dog? Without food, we'll die. We must search harder for it. I think you're very hungry now, aren't you? That's probably the problem here. Very hungry and tired. Very hungry, slightly wounded. She's still slightly wounded, huh? Well, at least she's in bed right now. You know, I patched her up a long time ago, like on day 1. Or was it day 2? And she still hasn't recovered completely. It's unfortunate. Alright, so we're very hungry now. I do believe now we're going to probably start having these canned meals, unfortunately. Wanted to save till we waited till we got like a chef in our group, but it's not really happening. For now, though, let's have Rick really quickly take a look at what's happening over here. Now, saw blade is something we would want, but honestly what I'm looking forward to is the hatchet. We need 2 more weapon parts and we'll be able to make this happen, and the hatchet will give us access to a bunch of wood going forward, so we don't have to worry about pillaging wood outside too often anymore. But obviously we need 2 pieces of wood before that actually happens. Anything else over here that I want to make? Not really. In terms of the upgrade to the workshop, we need this over here, which is going to be a mixer. That comes along way later if I'm right. I mean, you can make it earlier, but I remember at least in my first playthrough, I made that way into the game, so it's not something that you really need right now this early on anyway. I'm trying to get a bit ahead of myself here for once, so I'm, like, slowly progressing towards some goals here, but not, you know, shooting myself in the foot in the process, you know? So over here we have, is there anything we kind of want to start making? Again, the moonshine still would be amazing, however, I really am hoping that we get the chef in our party, so he could use less items to do so. This would require components, some parts as well. Kinda want to make it. What if I wanted to upgrade now? Oh, you know what? I think we need to upgrade this workshop to patch up the hole in the wall. So how about we do that one instead? It's going to use up a lot of the components available and also the parts, but hey, we made it for, or we got them for a reason, right? So let's go ahead, upgrade the workshop. That should give us access to patching up this hole over here, which will make it a lot harder to be attacked at nighttime. Especially when the crime spree breaks out. You definitely want to have this patched up. At least we could do level 1. You preferably want level 2 or 3, is it? I think it's 2. It goes up to 2 or 3, one or the other. But at least level 1 is going to help us out here for meantime. Oh, who is this? Someone's at the door. Hey, I need help. Please open. Is this wise of me? I hope so. Daryl, go scope it out, dog. Who is this? Who are you supposed to be? Thank goodness you're here. Okay, yeah. What about it, though? What about it? Can you help me board up my windows? I live nearby with my daughter. I've heard rumors of looters pillaging houses and raping women. I can lock the doors, but they could get inside through the windows. Can you help me board them up? My husband was taken by the rebels in the first year of the war and hasn't returned yet. We're all alone. Please help us. I mean, yeah, obviously I can't say no to that. That's fucked up otherwise. The only problem is that, it's Daryl, and Daryl's gonna be my dude that goes out and pillages. So, what we need to happen is we'll have Rick go help her out. Or maybe Carol. You know what, let's have Carol help her out instead. So, yes, maybe later. Give me a second. Yeah, thank you. I'll help you out, but just give me one little second here. Carol? She's slightly wounded still, but I don't think that's going to be much of a problem. I mean, she shouldn't be wounded whatsoever anymore, Carol. I gave you bandage that you've been sleeping nonstop for a while now. I think you're fine now. So yeah, go and help her out. Carol is strong-willed. She basically thrives in this sort of situation, you know? So Carol, let's have... Please, I know, I'll help you. Don't worry. Don't rush me. I can't have her run any faster, lady. So yes. I don't know how to thank you enough. God bless you. Alright, so this type of event will happen randomly. On occasion, Daryl Dixon has a bio upgrade. Our neighbor was right to ask for help. We will help make her house more secure. So that should hopefully, you know, brighten up some spirits around here too. Our neighbor looked really worried about her own and her daughter's safety, I'm glad we decided to help them. Obviously, if you say no, if you have a person that's really kind-hearted, they'll be like, pretty upset about it. If you have an asshole, they'll just be like, what good is to do to help people? And some people, especially the chef, can be an asshole if I remember here correctly. So, Daryl, let's get you some sleep now. Rick is just tired and very hungry. I'll have you sleep afterwards. So, we have now made the upgrade to the workshop. I'm pretty sure we did anyway. Here he goes. So now we can board this area up here a little bit as well. If she's talking about rapists and bandits, we probably need to do the same thing as well. So it's going to cost us 2 components and 10 wood. Definitely worth it. So let's go ahead and make this up. And he should be running up there at some point in order to do this happen. Alrighty. Come on, Rick. Yeah, get the stepping, Rick. There you go. Now, I believe the first upgrade is like literally a curtain. So it doesn't really do much in terms of protection, but it's something. At least early on, it'll help us out here a little bit. Beyond this upgrade, I don't think we can do anything else, so we'll probably just end up sleeping, and then we'll skip forward to night number 4. And I think, even though we have a few leftover items in the shield cottage, we'll probably check out a new area to check out now. Maybe for more weapon parts, hopefully. So there you go. That's our first level of our entry over there locked up, so that's pretty good. Very hungry and very tired. You should eat. You definitely should eat now that you're very hungry, unfortunately, so... let's go ahead and have you have the canned food. This is the reason why I wanted to pick up some canned food, so we could kind of conserve our raw food and then cook it later, hopefully. Now he's just hungry and tired. Now I'm pretty sure he'll probably be hungry at least one more day after this, but that's fine. It's only until they're very hungry that you really, really have to worry about it. Of course, some people just completely avoid being hungry altogether and feed them more often, but again, I forgot what the meta to the game might be, so this is what I kind of remember for the most part. I used to wait till they were very hungry to feed them. So, beyond this point, is there anything else we could upgrade? I don't think we will, but let me find out. We can make the armchair. With this one, you could actually sit down and read a book in case you're feeling a bit depressive. I'm right here. It'll require everything that we have left over. I'm going to hold off on that one because I don't think it's too required, if I remember here correctly. We could also make the herbal workshops now and the herbal garden as well. And we could also make the trap for small animals. If we pick up the fertilizer that we have in the shelled cottage, we could put it up and trap small rodents and then, cook them and eat them. Which isn't a bad thing to have, but it requires a bunch of parts and we're down to 1. It requires 10, so it'll be a while till we can make that one. I guess, yeah, I think we're pretty much done here. So, I'm going to skip forward to night number 4. I'll have these guys sleep here meanwhile, and then we'll meet back up in night 4. Actually, no. Sorry about that little juke out here. Let's go check out the radio here really quickly and see about some news and upgrades. Is this... There's no items back here, are there? There have been? Oh my god. Oh my god. I could only imagine the amount of comments in the first and second episode. Third episode when he finally figures it out. Oh, people are going to be so upset. I could see it now. I thought the little hand was there for me to use the ladder. Oh, come on. You can't blame me for that one. Look, I haven't played the game since last year. Cut me a break, alright? Wowee. I thought that was for the ladder. Why is it right there on the ladder? Okay, come on. Whatever. Hey, look, I have the items now. That's what really matters, right? Get some sleep here really quickly. Hey, had I decided not to show you guys the radio, it would probably have gone on for even more episodes. Maybe even 4 episodes entirely. So... Wowee. This guy. What was it? Components, though? And was there anything... Oh, the lockpick, components, and wood. You know what? It's something that we don't necessarily need it that bad. You could make a case that, yeah, you could probably trade less with Franco earlier, but let's be honest here. All the items that I picked up from Franco we're going to use at some point or another. So let's consider it that I just had a little bit of a secret stash there. That's all it was. I knew it was there the entire time, let me tell you. Oh, hey, we could upgrade you again. Ooh, that could be pretty good. The guitar is not bad as well, especially if you have a musician. We don't have a musician right now, though, but that's another person with a particular skill that could join us up later as well. Well, we could save up these items, or we could just make this board up as well. Let's see. Let's check out that radio first and foremost, though. Oh, yeah, Daryl, you need to eat too, huh? What? Nighttime? How did, Oh, you know what it was? I took too long between the, hey, let's check out the radio thing here. Oh, snap. Snapperoonie. This has been a disaster so far. Okay, that's fine. We could still come through. There's really not much that I wanted to make anyway. That's fine. I'm not sure why Daryl's picture is missing, though. That's completely weird to me. Probably some sort of weird glitch from the mod itself. Anyway, Rick, you sleep in bed. At least we have one level of boarding going on, which is fine. We'll have Daryl go out and scavenge. We're not going back to the shell cottage anymore, though. I'm thinking where we go is probably... Let's see, we're looking for weapon parts so we can make the hatchet, though. Lots of food, huge amount of materials, some meds, lots of weapons, and lots of parts. Looted gas station, lots of food. So this is going to be similar, right? Yeah, very similar. Garage is caution advised, we could do some possible trading. The squad has a huge amount of materials, some weapons, and lots of parts. And then this is over here, danger. Completely dangerous for the semi-detached house. I remember that place. That place was really scary if I remember her correctly, so we'll probably ignore that for a bit longer here. It's been inhabited by the homeless since long before the war. They've always been struggling with the lack of food, and one might not have survived the recent shortages. They shouldn't be a threat, and we could find some useful things there. Yeah, homeless people will not attack you. Gas station. This is one of the very first places that was looted while fleeing from the city. There has been a few hour-long ceasefire intended to clean the whole area from civilians, but it was broken. Many people died, though neither claimed responsibility to this day. Despite heavy shelling of the whole district, the station is in a surprisingly decent shape. It may have been looted, but it might still be worth to check it out. I believe over here, if I bring the crowbar, we might get into some pretty good spots, if I remember here correctly. And then the ruined block of flats. This block of flats has seen some heavy fighting. Most people had fled the area before the Vicini rebels clashed there with the military. The battle's over now, and there should be many things left to scavenge because people were leaving in a rush. That sounds pretty good to me, honestly. Let's go check out the ruined block of flats then. And we'll be doing that with Daryl. And you know what, Rick? Oh, you're still tired, huh? So tomorrow you would have to sleep twice if I don't put you on guard. If I put you on guard, you have to sleep for twice as long tomorrow. No, I hope that with the boarding that I did is going to be enough to hopefully not need a guard. If we get pillaged overnight, that could be a problem though. So Daryl, scavenge, you sleep, and let's hope for the best with that one. And I'm going to send Daryl off with a crowbar at the very least, and that's about it. Could use a shovel maybe, but I want to bring a lot more stuff on the first trip, and then, you know, we'll kind of scout the area out and see what's available for the next time around. So right now, just crowbar. I think that's what we're going to go with. Let's scavenge. I'm thinking maybe the shovel might not be a bad idea, because in the first route, you could probably start clearing stuff up. I don't know. Now, this area, I do not recall at all, like, whatsoever. Let me find out what's in here really quickly. Food, pretty good. A bullet, and a few items here and there. I'm not going to pick any of these up, but I just wanted to see what's in here. Alright, so here we might encounter people, and I don't think they'll be dangerous, hopefully. I don't recall a damn thing about this map. Alrighty, components and wood. Okay, not going to pick it up just yet, but at least we know. We have a possible note. The baby carriage isn't empty. A few objects lie scattered inside. A rattle, a smiling red crab. Well worn by baby teat, a feeding bottle half full of congealed mass that was probably a baby formula. Someone must have left in a terrible rush, or maybe didn't need them anymore. So that's a baby carriage there, huh? Alrighty. Let's come over here and start peeking around. It's gonna be upstairs to this area. Nothing in here apparently. Okay. Let's find out what's over here. Coffee beans, cigarettes, fertilizer, parts, components, and some books. Alrighty. Might start moving some items here pretty soon. Let's find out what's over here. I should probably start off with the top building and work myself down, though. Might be for the best. Bunch of components in wood. And then over here... Just give me an idea what's in here, anyway. Probably for the best if we bring that shovel after all. Weapon parts, that I do need. Let me go and pick that up now. Actually, no. Leave it here, but... I'm gonna take that back with me here today. Alrighty. So far we haven't heard any footsteps upstairs, so I am led to believe that we're fine. Over here, we need the saw blade. I can make a saw blade. I might make a saw blade to get over here, because I'm not sure what's happening over in this side. We need one for this side, and maybe this one too. So potentially, we would need 2 saw blades, unless we could jump from this room up to here. But I see no hole on the floor, so you know what? Not going to happen. So we will need 2 saw blades to get in through both of these rooms. So we'll keep that in mind. Maybe I might make them, maybe I won't. We'll see. For now, we pick up everything over here, and... go downstairs again. And let's check out the rubble over here. Yeah, I guess I might make those saw blades after. I don't think it requires too much items to make, so... there's that at the very least. And that's fine for now? Yeah? Yeah? Fine? Okay, there we go. Let's rush over to the exit, dump the stuff off, come back over here, pick up the rest of the stuff, move it to the exit, and then I guess we'll probably have to do like maybe 1 or 2 more trips over here, obviously. Might want to get down here, Daryl, please. Enough of this whole afraid of heights thing, alright? Just skitter on down, my friend. Alrighty. Since we don't need the crowbar as well, we might as well just leave that here. And let's get on back over here. Can I jump over here? Sometimes you can just do a jump, but I think there's a little action that pops up, but I don't see the action, so I don't think you might be able to jump up there after all. So, did we grab everything up here? Or did we leave something behind? We did leave something behind. Alright. Grab all. I keep forgetting to press that grab all button. I don't know why. I like to make life difficult for myself sometimes, and that's a really good example of it right there. It's like, oh yeah, I could just click one button, or I could just multiply go ahead and smash on my mouse over here. What do I want? You know, the hard one, obviously. I did it again, didn't I? Yeah. Just talking about it, too. I like clicking. I have nothing against clicking, alright? You have something against me clicking? It's like, oh, you like clicking so much when you go play Cookie Clicker Heroes, whatever it's called. Well, maybe I will. Maybe I do. What do you know? Maybe I do play Cookie Heroes or Cookie Clicker Heroes. Obviously, I don't play it because I would know the name if I did. I'm just trying to use it as an excuse for my clicking habit over here. Alrighty. It's going to be 6 a.m., right? Yeah, we'll have enough time to grab everything over here and move it to the exit. And we'll come back maybe tomorrow with the saws. Maybe. I could see that happening. Speaking of Saw, I actually, if you follow me on Twitter, you probably would know this, but I was marathoning the entirety of the Saw movies around Halloween. And I'll give you my take on it. Let's just talk about Saw here for a second. I'm not sure if you guys have seen the Saw movies. I loved the first one. When I first saw the first one, I thought it was amazing, like amazing horror. Just very low budget movie. Like obviously they didn't really have a high budget at the time, but it was just like what, 3 characters, maybe 4 characters the entire movie. But it was just like really, really good, like just really gritty. The following movies I wasn't really too much of a fan of. As they made more, I lost interest because they just became too like, I'm not sure, like Hollywoodized. Does that make any sense? Like they got a bigger budget, which is fine. They get do more things that way. But they started adding like a million different characters, and what I think made Saw #1 amazing, it was just 2 dudes locked up in a room with no idea as to what was happening. They just slowly came to a realization what was happening around them. You had the amazing little puzzles and riddles that you had to solve. Really, really great. So Saw 1, amazing. I watched it again during the Halloween season. I remembered how great it was. I actually, over the course of the time it came out till recently, I had lost my appeal for Saw because of the sequels. Just completely watered down my conception of Saw, the movie itself. Let me talk more about that pretty soon. Let me just grab these items here first, though. I want that crowbar, and let's see, quality roll-up. Yeah, I guess I'll take this for trade bait. We might run into Franco tomorrow morning, so I'll take some trade bait just in case. And the rest of the things that we need is probably bullets as well. That should be some pretty decent trade bait. And then we just take some more components, right? Oh, and the weapon parts. Where are the weapon parts at? Excuse me? No. Oh, there they are. That's really important. So we'll take weapon parts, and then we'll take some regular parts as well, which we do need for some upgrades anyway. And then the rest of the stuff, we'll just take components, I think, right? Yeah, components and maybe some wood. Yeah, so we'll take boom, 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 and do that. And, oh, wait, for the hatchet? For the hatchet, we needed wood, was it? So, I'll take enough wood to make the hatchet, and then we'll be able to start breaking down some cabinets and some furniture and get wood that way, as opposed to just dragging wood from one area to the other one. We can just kind of smash something up, and I think we should be able to break down some furniture back at home as well, too. So I think this is pretty good. I think we required 5 pieces of wood, if I'm right, for the hatchet, so I'm not sure if we're completely out back home, so I should probably take 1 more just to make sure that we're going to be able to make it here today. So I guess I'll leave the components back behind after all, and we'll do it this way. Or you know what? I don't think the parts I don't think we're going to be doing any upgrades right now, so I'll leave the parts here for now and do it this way. That's fine. Alrighty. And we might come back with the saw blades as well as what we mentioned. Alrighty, so I think for now we just run to the exit. Relatively easy map. Luckily nothing dangerous is happening over here. I don't really recall this map at all. This feels completely new to me. Like, I don't think I ever went to that map in my first playthrough. So hopefully we didn't get raided, though. It's my only fear, because nobody was left on guard and Carol is going to be out. Is Carol back? That's Carol, right? Where's Ricky at? Ricky! Actually, we were raided still. What? Rick was slightly wounded. Carol has a deep wound. What? Someone tried to rob us. They were tough, and they took one of my canned foods, two regular foods, 2 bullets, and... Oh, come on. Come on, more injuries? Carol brought back some stuff, though. She brought back 5 food, 5 beans, and 4 water. We lost 2 bullets, and, you know, we made it up with the bullets that I brought back. We lost 2 food, but she came back with 5, so the only really big thing here is that we probably lost the canned food, which is pretty terrible, but on the flip side, we kind of made it up with some regular raw food. And Rick is slightly wounded, and Carol is now deeply wounded. Shoot. It bothers me a lot just because, you know, we don't necessarily have the bandages to take care of those wounds now, so it's going to require a bunch of healing and have to find some healing items now. Oh, it's terrible. I mean, we had somebody guarding. I guess that wasn't enough. We had no weapons for them to. So that could be the case, too. If we don't leave any weapons in the base when we do guarding, can't really guard with our fist only if some people have, like, guns and knives and stuff of that nature. Alright, guys, we're going to wrap it up here for today. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Leave a thumbs up. Leave a like. This support us mean a lot. Again, if you want me to go beyond 4 episodes, let me know in the comments, and by leaving a thumbs up, I will do so. Otherwise, next episode will be the last one. But hopefully you've enjoyed the ride so far. And tune in for the next one. I will catch you then.